The whole goal of International Day for Persons with Disabilities is to create an education so that you understand more.
Put your foot plates down so your feet can go on them. The foot plates are adjustable in length if someone has shorter legs or longer legs.
Is this good for me?
Yep, that's actually a really good height for you.
It's about equality, right? It's about inclusion for everybody. It's education, and it's making sure that people are aware that individuals with disabilities are out there, they're active members of the community, they're really out there doing what they love, they're finding jobs, but unless you break down those attitudinal barriers, people assuming that somebody with a disability can't do something, if you can't break those down, then we're in a lot of trouble.
I know what's different from this year is that they've got people there for the visually impaired.
We are a provincial advocacy organization, and we are the voice that advances rights for people with intellectual disabilities and their families.
Yeah, before you actually had to call in to request it.
We've come a long way in 60 years. The movement is 61 years old. It started in 1955 by parents who decided not to put their children in institutions.
The Battle of Woodlands ranks as one of the great provincial conflicts of the year.
And they set up their own schools, and because they believed in the right of their children not only to have an education, but that they were indeed educable. Because in those days, the thinking and the professional wisdom was that many of these kids weren't teachable.
It may be important, most important thing we have ever done in our lives.
Everything we do in the city, we look at through the lens of, does this make it accessible to those who have less mobility options?
I'm going to go out there with a wheelchair with Marco, so I want to test some of the things out.
You could certainly utilize our own city hall. That's where I would start.
So, okay, let's imagine that these obstacles here are everyday obstacles, which if I was navigating this space, it would be an obstacle. And now there's a rock band on top of it.
That gives us some wheeling music.
There you go. All right.
I need some help, please.
You want help, Mike?
I needed help. I can't. Oh.
There you go.
There we go.
It was a really long day, and then after the polls ended, you had to win this.
We hear that you're into your second film festival. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, this is our second annual International Day of Persons with Disabilities Film Festival.
Disability Pride.
Disability Pride.
Tell me about that.
A year of disability pride. So in most civil rights movements, pride falls on that trajectory. It's something that the community inclusion movement hasn't quite celebrated. There's not many opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities to see themselves on the big screen. And you know, if you've experienced seeing imagery that represents yourself or your culture, your identity, and you see that in a kind of a popular culture realm, it means a lot.
Oh no, it's raining. Now what do we do?
Now we just keep going. I mean, that's what you gotta do, right?
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, we don't want to mess up your beautiful hair, right?
No, now we're good. I went out there in a wheelchair and tested it out. It's difficult.
How was that? You can relate to guys that are in a wheelchair and women and men that are in wheelchairs all the time. It's a struggle.
Can you do it?
No.
You got it. Nice
Oh
and
no.
hard.
So I have a child with disability. She's 18, so we're just starting this transitioning into adulthood stuff. It's a little bit challenging with my disability, but we managed to make it through the 18. Now we're looking for the next 20 years or whatever years.
You might want to try a little. There we go. Nice.